Bon, et ça repart. Side quest of the loser.
Clive! I just wanted to see how the town's been fared. Since all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalimil.
It's the Mayor of Dalimil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a... Speaking of menace, there may be a rather worrying one.
May there in...
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside, and they have formed what one could call, and they grow more
We'll fight them all off, just like, won't we?
Of course we will. If we can, the longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult. Our best hope is to, by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, perhaps a certain Lord Underhill?
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my... Victor will fill... I have him stationed by the desert gate.
I'll go and speak with...
Mufasa pour toi, Lubor, je t'en prie. Bon. Je viens de prendre ça, qu'est-ce qu'il doit être là. Ça, c'est
The difference between a lord and a mayor?
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in Dalimil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnes by now.
I did. Then I came. I've developed something, and having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, a sentiment Master Lubor certainly...
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting, and he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity but we must strike together, and we must strike...
All right.
There's one upriver.
Leave it with me.
If those ne'er-do-wells want to band together, let them. They'll be no match for us.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Locke and Fingers! Take his head off!
Quand t'apprendras à voler. Quand t'apprendras à vouloir faire concurrence.
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, well... Ah, I see that...
No, but...
No.
What is it?
The whole town is saying that Lubor...
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape. Some of the children spotted him, and when Lubor felled him with a bolt and without a...
But that's not...
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who has made a leader of himself when the world believed he
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing.
You're right.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor, but we just couldn't.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero. All that matters to me is that you...
Look at him talking to his betters. All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones...
Once people make up their mind, we need to do something. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them.
You're right.
I'm glad you agree. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie... They know that Lubor and I are friends. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial...
I'll do what I can. Lubor, I can't promise anything.
And that is...
Why are you taking the bearer's side?
Why do they always have to make such a...
He knew all along that he... Forgive me for disturbing you, but... Could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen...
As have I, Lord. The rumors...
He'll never be mayor now.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is... In this at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him?
Leniency! He pretended...
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us.
So what do you propose? Will you
Perhaps. And they will thank you not...
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see...
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
For a sheriff.
I assume the situation...
There's still hope.
But perhaps not in this lifetime. I think it's fair to...
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. We'll talk some sense into them in the end. You'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us.
We'll be all alone.
again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
They would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. A reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
Plus så sägs det att det kan 3 quest separat.
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
August.
Clive! You're here!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes at least.
Well done.
Welcome back. I'd never have guessed, you know. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the keen to help us out?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Blackthorn.
Oh. One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice, unlike my best mate who didn't think I'd as... Zoldan. Not enough for us two to turn into a pair of...
Then your idea of an...
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best.
But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, he left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about...
So you're wasting half of...
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I own...
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah. So have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. It's short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you?
I am ready.
You,
We can't afford to waste it.
Right you are. Don't want any nasty surprises, do? Oh, and... Blackthorn?
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And there are more coming up. They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing. but they ain't equipped to face what's...
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you...
And if they kill you?
You evacuate, and it won't come to that. Take good care of Dravojd.
Leave it to me. And...
Oh, fuck.
All right. Which one of you's first?
Finished.
Easy.
Is that it? Apparently not.
Holy shitballs. That's not good.
You're not getting past me.
All yours, Torgal.
There you go. Bitti.
Now, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive!
Safe,
You're still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Oh, you do know. More will come.
In time, yeah.
Cid! You're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those...
And that's if the flood don't... I hate to say it, but the village...
that may be. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, we'll fortify the gates, and I'll see that they're got.
All right.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, you leaving gave me the perfect excuse. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd have been the death of this.
Finally. I hope you see the sense of it eventually.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy, even. Our work used to be the pride of... Now, we churn out this... It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at this.
That's a kind offer. Kind. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down. But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion.
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in.
I never thought I'd see...
I'd say that went pretty well.
Even better than I...
Sid.
And this is?
A token of our luck, but I'm of a mind to make designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now you're talking, my guy.
There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a cross. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are it, and they're not just for show.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Drevor? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs between the two of us. I'd...
Clive, you wouldn't mind if...
As long as he can keep...
Right. Zoltan.
Fuck off. Je m'en vais me faire les tout de suite. La merde. Je suis sûr que je vais me faire les tout de suite. C'est une épée légendaire. Fuck off. Il y a aucune chance que je la fasse pas là. Aucune chance que je la fasse pas là.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of pep. Clive. Going purse weighing you down? It'd better all be here. Is that all?
Oui, c'est tout quand même. Merci.
We were just about to...
It's funny, but no. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leather work for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is, then.
Let's go!
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
Oh, shit!
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I, trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsmen alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the...
We reckon with those items there, we could craft some...
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan!
Let's go. T'es en train de me dire en plus qu'il y a une épée encore plus haute que je peux avoir. Gotterdammerung. Ragnarok est déjà fucking sick. Gotterdammerung. Et qu'est-ce que je m'en vais checker cette queue que j'ai besoin, je m'en vais chercher ça. C'est tout fait. Sac, ton quantité épée. Icebrand. Ragnarok. Let's go.
So what do I owe the honor? I never, and if it hadn't been for you. So, what'd it be?
Kid Chalcum, Sam, among their Darksteel, PR Primitive Battle Horn.
Anything else?
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Papio nuts and all.
Plus 25, let's go. J'ai des upgrades de plus 15. Ça va faire mal à cette heure. Pourquoi je marche?
Yeah!
You deserve a rest.
C'est clair ça.
That's all of them.
D'abord.
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little and less, I regret to report.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologian...
Fallen ruins.
Indeed. As if protecting...
Secrets we'd see.
Should our mayhap it would please you to...
Would that be possible?
Of course. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov. I was due to visit my if you would consent to do so in my stead.
All right.
They will be... Might I suggest you take... It will lead you straight...
Thank you.
I wish you a safe...
A village built around an airship. Sounds like another Lost Wing. else around it.
Je serai à 2000. Je suis à 4005. C'est pas grave. Kretov. Oh oh. Not good.
Oh no. You'll pay for this. There may still be survivors. Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader. I've heard Torgal. That's better. Should have stayed in the park. These must...
You have our thanks.
Who are you?
I did not recognize you. We are archaeologians, tasked with thanks to them, and to...
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be... Surely this survey was...
We are charged a duty of the highest import.
And you think your dead brothers would agree?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause. Now, to what do we owe the...
You told me of your work here.
I see. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another.
You are returned, my lord.
I collected your here.
Ja, craché mon micro.
My thanks. I shall study them. And...
Cyril, losses which could have been avoided. Had the others not chosen, were these your...
No. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix.
Even when death...
My lord, I fear that the Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations. And your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that.
Cyril, but allow me to offer you a word. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix. Provide your survey parties with an escort. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix. Please.
I thank you, if you will permit me to respond. And we of the Undying, as first shield to the Phoenix.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind.
Let's go. Oh my god. Mon cooldown va être encore réduit. Faut pas que je change mes shit. Allez, un beau là-dedans. Il reste une side quest puis reporter une autre side quest. Après ça, on embarque sur la main quest.
Ah,
that is good news.
Yes, but I still have much and more to... You couldn't do me a quick...
What is it this time?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravan, find out exactly how...
All right.
Thanks, Clive.
Ça va être une petite side quest facile et rapide. Je serais pas énorme là-dessus. Pour faire la main quest après.
Don't blame yourself, Elle. This I know, but no buts about.
Tu feras pas une petite side quest.
Is something wrong?
Bonnie came to give the talks with the Republic. I've reached an agreement with it, though prices have fallen of late. But the consortium offered double what we...
And you had no opportunity to...
None at all.
Elle? I saw...
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist was speaking to about the bearers. How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually, and at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's wise?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beasts at bay.
Oh, and that's me, is it? Well, it looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme. She means to stay with us, then. I can't...
You have to trust.
You're right. And if El's off fighting for the cause, I should... So I bid you, I'll gather my men and leave it. You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my...
I'll do my best.
Alright.
Right. To Randalar.
Malvar Randalar.
Better not keep Eloise waiting.
Dobře, je tu si fucking loin.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Looks like this is the end of it.
When are they gonna let us through?
No, but didn't keep you wait. Did you arrange to speak?
Here they are now.
You wished to consult with me.
I did. We had all but finished making arrangements.
You misunderstand. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you, and so we resumed our bid.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such... But what is done is done. Come then.
Alas, you are too late. We rarely take on such unconventional. The bearers belong to him.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across... A most demanding fellow, if it's any. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed. That's what you get when you deal with
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is... They pay good money for bearers, not fit for the knacker's yard.
That does sound... No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little... And with it, my interest in...
My associates will be sorry to hear.
I'm sorry you weren't able...
As am I. He was right. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Rand.
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly...
You tried.
I did. And if they deserved more... I wanted so...
Eloise! Word from Cashlock. A pack of beasts have come down from them. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best. They need help.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there.
Hold on, Theo.
Ça va être plus rapide par ici.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Back to the stables, girl.
Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village, but the whole area's flooded with ether.
We just have to pray he makes it.
I can do better than that. Where are you, Theo?
Stay down!
All yours, Torgal.
Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned. I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy.
Ça sera pas dans nous 36.
You had me worried for...
The Dragon's Monster Board. Il est level 50. Oh non.
We have to get you out of here.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Cid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore!
The Drake was not the boss, he is the boss of the quest.
Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you! Theodore.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore, wait.
Goodbye, Elle.
Emotional damage.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place, against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life? He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer. In more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been and devoted myself to the... But being with my brother meant more to me than tradition. I only had to look at him to remind... He was never a burden, if anything.
You weren't, Eloise. That he had always been grateful, and that he wanted to repay you by letting neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You did whatever, and you always would.
You're right. It was so weak. Oh, Theo. I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravan. We can make a difference here. I need nothing more, so I'll carry on doing what we do, bringing smiles to people's and to Theo's. This is the life I have chosen.
I've made a choice to continue helping you however I can.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together.
Ça devrait marcher que je puisse mettre cet aspect-là. Mais avec ces attaques-là, c'est parce qu'il me faudrait 4500. Il me faudrait 2000 de plus encore, parce que si je peux me chercher 1000 là. Je peux pas l'enlever si mon upgrade c'est trop fort. Ça je vais le garder, c'est bon upgrade. Ça c'est crissement fort. Ça c'est 2 upgrades parce qu'ils sont pas sur la propre icon. Pas de choix. Regarde, ça va être ça.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
How may I help you today, Clive? Here you are. All done?
Ben tabarnak. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Master, c'est pas Master. Let's go. Voilà. Je vais le tuer pour ça de toute façon.
So, she don't need sails?
With Canva in the hands of Akashic.
Ah, sir. Good. Oh, Finn. May the Telemon for... She's a beauty. You saved my beacon again, Sid. It's oh, don't say that. You could just... How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff, and I reckon I know how. It's a metal, see? So it's stretchy metal. Ah. So, thank you all. Shh. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Can't think of any right now, but maybe even out. What? Hardly believe.
Inventory maximized. Let's go with 2 Ds.
Yes? Can we read Miss Editor's story for us? Canva lost.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts?
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Pepio nuts and all.
Clive, if you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
Is that all?
Come back.
How do you split the sea?
Je reviens dans 5 minutes. On est reparti. Main quest time.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a girl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
What is this place?
Don't move. Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand, then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there.
You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the ends. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. As long as we have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look.
The Professor! I'll go...
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shell.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that.
I do.
I still say it were a compliment.
Ah, Clive. Please tell me you've come to take...
I'm not here for Mid.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her...
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, and we're going to need a safe...
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would... Very little is known of Ash. And the information... We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find...
Then tell us what we will find.
But no splint...
All right. If it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Barnabas Tham, the one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea. Tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped. And Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
I have no reason to assume otherwise.
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example. One that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, if you have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed, but if no new faith arose, and so, you've seen that...
It would appear the past still has... Though in this case, it would not have been possible with... To think... I am relieved to...
I shall guard it with my...
Joshua, if you're finished, I need to speak to everyone.
Right away.
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise now.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stonehere by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you...
Of course.
Please, you're great. Ah, my Lord Marquis.
Yote.
My lord, yeah. It's your brother, though he does his best to hide.
I had feared.
There are certain elixirs which...
But
His Grace's case is severe. So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades, and thankfully a recipe was found. And our supplies are almost... Unless we can secure... My lord, I know that I...
For Joshua. So?
A rare herb, but it grows only where the ether is densest. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. The search continues for a new source.
So it's only that you can't reach it?
Well, yeah.
Then I shall go in your...
But...
You've yet to find another source, correct? Besides, I'm a
Well, if Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red... I shall remain here.
Let's go.
Faster!
is the aqueduct. Now to find our stonewort. Yote mentioned blood-red petals. Just my luck. Well, I won't be picking anything till they're gone. There's only one thing for it. Well. Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. All right. That should do it. Let's get these back to Yote. Come on.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Tell me we've run out of pep.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of
Yes, I'm sure it will serve us.
I'm very glad to hear.
You and His Grace are very much You think only of how you might help us.
No more than you have minding my brother.
I am honored, but I beg you, my lord, do not give too much.
I'll keep that in mind.
Clive! You watch yourself out there, all right?
How may I help you today, Clive? Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
Is something wrong?
C'est drôle, c'est le même que je le sais, il est quelle heure? Je vais regarder à quelle heure que je save.
Can't a man wish his friend just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Then so be it. Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it. Always wanted to visit Ash.
We're in Waluda territory now. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
Remember what I said about warm welcomes, Gav?
This place is as dead as Greagor's ghost. I knew I smelled something.
I see only orcs and a cache here.
Let's hope the villagers made it out in time.
Manifestation, pardon.
Kill!
Donc je peux juste faire ça pour faire fuck son shield et lui.
It's Camber all over again. Where the hell are the royalists?
Seems you were right about that welcome after all, Clive.
flesh fallen into Ultima's hands.
That's no peace delegation. We should send a warning to the others.
No. My uncle will have an eye on the coast. I trust he'll find a way to entertain any uninvited guests. Our mark is Drake's Spine, and there's a lot of road between us and it. We press on to Stone here.
Aye, you never know. It might not be a nest of slabbering monsters.
Clive, you must go on ahead without me. This stronghold is as old as Phoenix Gate, perhaps older. It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets, and if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
I always do. Mostly.
You sure about this?
About leaving my brother on his own? Of course. Mostly.
Lady Vivian's map is so old it's hard to tell which way is up. But if I'm right, we're not far from a village called Aistla.
Then we make our way there, resupply, and wait for Joshua.
Je sais que je pourrais utiliser ma montre, mais moi je considère que Ambrosia est resté sur l'autre continent.
Ugh, this place reeks like a mobile's arsehole. Though I'm guessing it's not the smell that will kill us.
Too slow. This one. Vogel, kill! mistakes.
Bahamut's breath. Don't look down, Torgal.
Okay,
I
je
must
me
be
sens plus à
east,
l'aise.
lad. What do you think, Clive?
Then we're too late.
Damn it. They're all turned. There's nothing we can do.
I wouldn't say nothing.
No quarter gap!
No quarter!
That must have been the bus. J'ai utilisé mes cooldowns, j'ai oublié le moment.
It isn't over yet! Of course it bloody isn't! Kill!
Gav. Gav! Don't tell me there's more of the bastards. Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck, en effet.
Have you come to watch, Odin?
Bound for Stonehill. Good. My master awaits you in the capital, though I cannot allow you to attend him in your present state.
And how are you going to stop us?
Why, with this!
What the fuck? What the fuck?
What did you do?
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé là? Ok, c'est bon. Je suis supposé connaître qu'est-ce que je connais. Je connais tout qu'est-ce que je suis supposé connaître. Juste ça, la formulation.
If the vessel would see the path opened, it has but to ask. I shall see that my master's prize is made presentable.
Shit! No!
Clive, would you mind telling me what the fuck just happened? Oh, you've got to be. How are we supposed to get through that?
We seek an audience with the king. If His Majesty wants me to come and ask him, then that is exactly what I'll do.
Before you go practicing your petition, we don't even know where the fucker went. How about we cool our heads and think this through, eh?
All right.
Maybe there's something here we can use. I thought we got them all.
So did I.
Please, no.
Miss. Whoa, easy, easy. We're not turned, all right?
Who?
Damn.
My thanks, kind travelers.
Edda, forgive me for asking, but what went on here?
It all started when the skies changed. The elders said it was the Arcane. One by one, people went mad. Minds taken by the ether. Till only I remained. By then,
I was too far along to run. And then the knights came. And I didn't know what to do.
And this, Arche is...
Just a story. Something our grandparents told us when we misbehaved. About how the heavens would grow dark before the land took her last breath.
The end of the world. You said the others went mad. But where did they go?
They all left. Drawn east to the tower, to Reverie. The elders, the healer, the blacksmith, my husband.
You thinking he did this?
Of course. Who else could it be? You were in Canva. You saw what he did to the people.
Then what about her? How come her nut hasn't cracked?
The baby, perhaps? Could be protecting her from the ether. I can't think of any other explanation.
You mean... it's a bearer?
It won't matter what it is once Ultima's magic takes hold. Time's running out. This tower. That's where we'll find the king.
I knew it. It's the same as Phoenix Gate. Which means at the end of these stairs should be...
Génial, l'animation de la lumière pour vrai. Oh shit.
The mural is complete. Ultima and this vessel, Ifrit. Garuda, Ramu, Shiva, Titan, Bahamut, Odin. Even Leviathan the Lost is here. But where is the Phoenix? By the Founder. So that's what you want, isn't it, Ultima?
So that's how it's gonna be then?
I'm not asking, Gav. I need you to stay with Edda.
What?
I must do this alone. If I don't return, you're to find Joshua and make for the Enterprise. Understood?
Aye. Just don't you go dying on me. Sid's name suits your miserable mug better than mine.
Don't worry. I haven't finished with it yet.
If Barnabas is controlling the Akashic, then wherever he goes, they'll follow. And so will I.
Ok, fuck off. Je vais juste skipper les fights.
Run like the wind.
Ça va être ça, les fights. Pas pour full XP maintenant.
Time to fight. This is it, boy.
Ça peut être vraiment le tout pour moi. Bye bye.